that are working on making their own projectiles with some shirts that Larry brought. Just trying to get this little bit of here at Archaeology Day.
And you go and make your own arrowhead.
Probably can't see it. Let me try that.
Here.
Clean them out. Make sure. Don't want any gunk in them. There you go.
So here's...
And you want it to push. It's called pressure flaking. So what we do is...
Here's one of the different types of shirt that he has.
If you hit, it'll dull the tool, which will make it harder to work. So you want to get on the
many
edge,
different colors and varieties.
very edge. And
This
push.
is one of the noisier booths here at Archaeology Day.
Now, if you get way up here, you're probably not strong enough, or neither am I.
Little kids and big kids alike.
That is really good. That is really cool.
Here's the pro right here.
You need to learn from her.
Yeah, there you go.
That's using
Use protective eyewear for obvious reasons. And we also have a box of Band-Aids. You have fun today? Mm-hmm. What are you making?
An arrowhead.
There's Frank. Say hi, Frank. It takes an army to stay on. Lots of volunteers, lots of energy. We're going to go down here and see what Larry Kinsella is doing right now. It looks like he's making fire. He's kind of famous for his fire making capabilities.
There you go. Watch out, kids. Good job, man.
Great job.
But it takes a lot of effort.
Hi, Larry. We've got you on video.
Oh, cool. All right.
Did he make this too?
Yep. Yep. It's a replica of the one that's in the museum. We call it Big Mama. It was found at the Grossman site out here in Shiloh, Illinois. Oh, it's not that bad to lift. It's only 23 pounds. I was a carpenter and I swung 22-pound sledgehammers before. What you do is you cut notches in your log when you're making a dugout canoe, like this, and you drive the chunk out in between with Big Mama. That's why it's got to be so massive. You would never be able to drive out that chunk like that. And then this is actually a real one. This one is 25 pounds 4 ounces.
So Larry, can you tell us a bit about what's going on here?
Well, we're doing experimental archaeology. We got some new experimental archaeology.
What's experimental archaeology?
Yeah, so what we do is we take tools and we'll replicate them from original pieces that we find archaeologically. And then we'll see what we can learn from it. So we'll cut a bunch of trees and find out how the axes work. This axe has cut 375 trees. This one has cut 3,500 trees. I've never resharpened it. This is the axe that made the wood hands out here at the wood hands. All the knots were cut off the trees and the trees were cut to length with it.
What's the giant thing?
We have the big axe. That's for knocking big chunks out of wood. If you make a canoe, you're going to use Big Mama to drive out that chunk in between the notches that you make.
You think they used axes that size when they made the canoe in the Interpretive Center?
Yeah, that's the replica of that one that's in the Grossman cast. This is a shell hoe, and these normally you would build a house before 1050 AD with posts about that big in diameter. Put single posts in the house. After 1050 AD, they start making wall trenches, and they'll dig a trench about this deep, about this wide, and as long as they want the wall, and they'll prefab the wall and then stand the wall up into the trench. Well, this is perfect for digging a trench because it's got this scoop on it. It's a mussel shell hoe. You simply rake it right out and it makes a wall trench like crazy in 50 years of excavating, I found at least 30 of these in wall trenches that were used until there were nothing put away. The good thing is the notch in the wood will fit almost any shell. So when you want to rehaft, all you have to do is put it in water, let your rawhide lashings get loose, and then punch the hole in the shell. It takes about maybe 10-15 seconds with a piece of flint and a hammer, wooden hammer naturally. And then you can rewrap it. So it only takes about 20 minutes to make this tool new again once you break it. And they had tons of mussel shells. So it's really handy for that. Oh, we also have, well, we got some fire makers over here. We just completed that one fire. So that's a skill that you need to know in art if you're going to stick with primitive technologies, is how to make fires, several different ways. Oh, and then we have...
Is this a Native American baseball?
Yeah. This is a piece of Cobden flint. Actually, on the inside, it looks like that piece I have down there. That's dark. This is going to be black or blue or gray on the inside. And some of the finest flint in Illinois. It doesn't look like it from the ball, but that's what's in it. And they're getting kind of rare. We don't find many of them. Then we have Mill Creek flint that they're making their spades and hoes out of. It's formed in tabs like this, which is perfect for a hoe or a spade, because sometimes you just have to knock off the outer edge and you're going to have a nice flat tool that you can use. And then most of the flint here is crescent quarry from Jefferson County, Missouri. Almost all the tools here, I'd say 80% of the flint flakes and things that we find here are made of that. So, and I got some new flint knappers with me today too. I haven't been able to knock off one piece of flint. So, they've been doing this kind of getting really good.
I need someone to help you with your display so you can...
I know.
Hey, Larry,
Did you check it? I just thought I'd better check.
Okay, thank you, Larry. So this is the park station, and they are the ones who buy land in East St. Louis, Cahokia Archaeological Research Center, and here they are working on chopping trees.
You're done now. Bye-bye.
Hold on, let her...
So are you?
Yes.
Can you tell us a bit about what you're doing here?
We are letting people use the different axes to chop with, and I think we've actually gone through about 3 of them today. They've actually broken, so we're only left with one, but just giving people a try.
Whoops. So this is for park?
Yes.
And now we're down to Noah.
Well, it goes back. Are you going to try? All right. So just straight down. Whoops. If you just do it straight down, it works a little bit better. If you do it
No. Maybe before we leave. Let's go check. I'm going to go check on Sophie.
So can you tell us a bit about what park is?
Cahokia Archaeological Research Center, and we try to help preserve sites from the East St. Louis and Metro St. Louis area. And if people join today, they'll get a chance to win Larry's atlatl that he made. So.
Okay, we'll go get that. And this is atlatl like we've seen over on the other side over there.